name's Alex Jablonska. I'm a freelance researcher representing Red Chili Communications here at the conference. One of the issues that have become quite apparent is the integrity as well as interpretation of data relating to alcohol abuse. One of the issues that's common across all contexts, I think, is the fact that people might not be willing to admit how much alcohol they consume, as well as they simply might not remember how much alcohol exactly was consumed, obviously impacting on the quantities that are researched. I think also in the African context, people might not conceptualize time the way that the Western world does. In other words, thinking of consumption occasions according to weekdays. So, for example, how much was consumed on Monday as opposed to Wednesday as opposed to Sunday. I think that the time frame is quite different. And the last issue I would say would be the units of consumption, especially in occasions where alcohol is shared amongst participants of the social occasion, in which case again it does impact on how the consumption is quantified. Thank you.
My name is Cosmas Mutinda Nzilili from Kenya. I run a small organization called Sikizana Trust for Community Development, where we are dealing with young people, giving them scholarship assistance, and the young boys and girls, we involve them in sports. And we work with the community in general to provide us with the patronage, and the mothers are the matrons of our organization. We are very grateful for having given this scholarship to come and attend this workshop. We are going to help the young people know what is happening everywhere.
I am Daniela Trigueiros from Brazil, and I am director of REDUC. REDUC is a Brazilian harm reduction network, and we work in a political incidence in defense of the rights of the drug users. Here in this conference about alcohol and harm reduction, we are expecting the change in the legislations and impact to the quality of life of the drug users. When we back to Brazil, we are planning to discuss about how to implement a new politics of alcohol and harm reduction with legislators, with a national program of mental health, and how to change the legislations about alcohol and harm reduction.
So my name is Franklin Kujo. I'm Ghanaian. I run the Ghanaian think tank called Imani, the Center for Humane Education. It's an organization that promotes reality-based solutions to poverty. And as part of what we do, we advocate on taxes, trade, and health. In fact, it is the idea behind the decision to reduce excise tax, ad valorem taxes in Ghana on beers that got me into this conference. So for me, this is an eye-opener. And when we get back, we have been more empowered to be able to advocate more on the issues of alcohol. In actual fact, to be able to bring into the formal sector the very illicit sector or the informal sector, which appears to be the bane behind all these hullabaloo about alcohol drinking.
My name is Joey Kutsia. I'm working for the Department of Correctional Services in South Africa, where I'm responsible for the education to offenders. In our engagement with the offenders, we have realized that a great number of them have engaged in alcohol abuse, which led to their involvement in criminal activities, which affected their communities, themselves, as well as their families. And this conference on alcohol and harm reduction will provide us and assist us with strategies, intervention strategies, in order to assist the offender to deal with their alcohol abuse behavior.
My name is Sebastian Chitonge. I work for the Center of Alcohol and Drug Research in Denmark, and I've been involved in a project called Alcohol in the City, in which many different stakeholders were involved. from the industry and from different prevention organizations. And the main concern in that project was about unresponsible serving. Many stakeholders argued that it's a big problem with bartenders not paying attention to what age young people are when they come in and ask for drinks, and also bartenders serving for people who are excessively drunk. So these are some of the issues that will have to be dealt with in the future in Copenhagen.